There's nothing wrong about anybody, even today, to speak out, to go on radio and talk about what is affecting the citizens. Why is it that the government is always quick to arrest people who speak for others? Why can't government arrest criminals? Unless these people are telling us that they are defending the criminals who are behind what is happening on the Copper Belt because the government is part of it. We have every reason to suspect that this is state conspiracy against the citizens. And to the people of Zambia, why should we be quiet now? Woe unto those who are at ease. There's what is called the evil peace. If you are holding peace at the time, you should not hold the peace. That's evil. A bishop is arrested. It started with me. I was the first victim of the current regime. For merely calling for accountability, they tried to bring up fake charges of corruption, which were fake. Nothing was there. From there, then what did they do? They were left with no option but to come and pick me from a TV station. From down on the TV, you know it. They came to pick me. They detained me for 7 days, 7 nights without trial. And we did issue a statement that you think that this will end with me. How many people have been detained ever since? So if that time when I was detained, every citizen rose from the four corners of Zambia to say no, these people wouldn't have reached this far. In Bemba, there's a saying, at Kashishi wa ingira lilali, at nishin sokolobe shiri ubuluba. Kashishi wa ingira lilali, nishin sokolobe shiri ubuluba. Meaning, when you take a fruit, you open it, you find that there's an insect inside. And the question is, this fruit is sealed. When did this insect enter? The insect entered when that fruit was still a flower. Because a flower shines, a flower is glorious. So when it's glorious, the insect will go there. And then by the time it forms a fruit, it's already inside and it will be eating the fruit. So these people, they were entrenched at the time that we were singing. Oh, no. They have said that to support the Christian nation close. So we are seeing these people, they are Christians, they are of God. These people got entrenched at the time that they were calling for prayer and fasting. In the Ramla Bashir Mutumba Kabona Pompe, Quindi, now even the Ramashir Mutumba, at let's go and pray and fast. Nadia, Uruchela sausage, I pick up on a bacon, I pick up on a baked beans. By lunch hour, at yo, we announced prayer and fasting, my Lord. Let's go to pray and fast. You are asking citizens who are already hungry, citizens who are going 3 days without having a meal, 1 week without having a meal, and let's go and pray and fast. This is wickedness. True fasting is about breaking the bonds of wickedness. True fasting is about creating jobs for the people. True fasting, the fasting over which the leadership will be judged in Zambia, is the extent to which they were able to deliver the services to the people, the extent to which they lowered the taxes, the extent to which they gave hope to those who have no hope, the extent to which they provided education and health care. No president is going to be to face judgment on the basis of how many prayers and fastings that he didn't go or he called. It's about service to the Almighty. Any kind of service where you think that, no, because you are fasting, then you are pleasing the Almighty, that kind of service is useless. You cannot serve God. To serve God without the people is not service. Service is about people. You can't say, no, I'm serving the Almighty. Please, all of us, let's pray and fast. You know, you are stealing. People have no schools and then you say you are serving God. That's not service to God. Service to God is far more than that. Service to God, it's about making the world in which we live a better place, giving hope to those that have no hope. What we have seen in Zambia is typically what happens when we keep recycling the same trash. Why can't you as citizens? There are many qualified citizens who are in the church today. There are many qualified citizens in the NGO sector today. There are many qualified citizens in the diaspora. There are many qualified citizens in the private sector. Why are we allowing the non-offenders? Why are we allowing mafias? Why are we allowing criminals to continue leading the country? Meanwhile, we keep saying that, no, politics is dirty. Politics is dirty because you have dirty people driving the agenda. In 2009, when I resigned as member of parliament 3 weeks before mid-term gratuities were paid, I did warn that the same trash, the same thieves who brought down, Kaunda, the same thieves who brought down Chiluba, the same thieves who brought down Mwanawasa. Someone, because Mwanawasa also cried foul when he realized that some ministers were undermining him. You remember before he died, Mwanawasa started warning some people that were busy looking at 2011. He said, I'm still the president. And he said, I'm going to begin to part company with some of you. And we soon begin to act. So he too had the problem. Now the same people who brought him down, the same people they jumped they started jumping onto the PF. When they saw the PF was becoming viable. Why do we allow the same trash? Why are you the good people? You the people are genuine about what to do. You genuinely run your companies and they are successful. You are in the church and you are good people. It's not enough to just remain in your churches. It's not enough to just remain in your synagogues. It's not enough to remain in whatever places of worship that you go to. Zambia is waiting for us. Zambia is waiting for you and I to come out of our caves and reclaim the lost glory. Zambia has lost respect among the Committee of Nations. We are a once respected country, but we have moved. We have become a country which is being known for all kinds of nonsense, all kinds of evil in the land. It's time to come out of our caves. Look at the situation right now in our country. Poverty levels are increasing. People cannot afford 3 meals per day. People do not have trading spaces as per se. Look at the declining of standards. Look at the corruption. Not to talk about corruption. Look at the corruption. Look at the money laundering. And everything that the regime is doing is about public relations. That's what they are looking at. Release Bishop Kazhila. There is nothing wrong that the bishop has done. The bishop was doing what he must do as a shepherd of the people. As the saying goes, that mutukamfumu atukashonse. Meaning when we insult one chief or one king, one queen, you have insulted all the queens, you have insulted all the kings, you have insulted royalty. So, touching one bishop is touching all bishops. Touching one bishop is touching all pastors. Right? The bishop didn't do anything wrong. What kind of message do you want them to be preaching on their pulpit? Do you want them to be preaching you? When you go with your big Bibles pretending you hypocrites, you go with a big Bible. Because during election time, that's when you see them now beginning to trot. Like birds from one church to the other. Carrying big Bibles to deceive the people. And if there is any organ or any sector which has been abused, it's the church, it's religion in Zambia. Politicians take the churches to be like playgrounds. They want to use the church in a formal. You go to church or using the church like doormats. Election time, you begin to go to churches. Everyone, look at them. And they post on social media. That's why we in the UPP, anything that we do not do is to be pretending that, oh, now I'm in the church or with a big Bible. We don't, that's not a no-go area. Worship is very much private. It's between you and the maker. That's why you don't post such images. But then you see these political movements, when these movements with recycled trash, recycled the same foods, recycled the same mafias. To them, the church must be used. That when Zambians see somebody with a big Bible, they forget about the trouble that they have. So they carry big Bibles. And they make sure that they take the front rows. And when they sit there, they make sure that they show that they are humble. And they will sit like holy men there. And they'll post such images. When people say, these are the holy men, let us vote for them again. Why is the church being used?